Network Entertainment.
Hi, this is Let's Talk, where we unbox, unpack, and decode any and all matters, issues, topics, anything and everything. And I'm Pia Ontiveros. Now, my guest for this episode is Lala Rimando. She's a veteran journalist, and I actually had her on the show on the podcast a few months ago, sometime in May, because there was a big story going on. Dahil nga in short, simple language, nag-aaway ang magpipinsang Lopez of Lopez Inc. And of course, when we say Lopez, we're talking about the Gabby Lopez and siblings and their cousins. Gabby Lopez, of course, anak ni Henio Lopez Jr. or Kapitan Henny. Sila yung closely identified with ABS-CBN. And then their cousins, yung mga anak ni na Manolo, Oscar, and Presi. But of course, para bang it's three branches of the family, tama ba, Lala, against
Four.
one. Okay?
Three versus one.
Versus one, parang ganon. But nagkaroon kasi ng development. Just very recently, Gabby and his siblings sold their 25.7% stake in the family's holding company, Lopez Inc., to RSA, Ramon Ang. So the question now is, what does that mean going forward? And how did we get to this point? And I wanted to have Lana help us literally wade, para bang flood, wade through it all. She has a very, very good perspective because now, not just of the story she wrote for Rappler and Esquire about this latest saga, or no, the latest episode in the Lopez saga, but because veteran business journalist, she had covered Meralco, for example, which was, of course, the one of two crown jewels of the Lopez family a long time ago. So, Lala, hello, ang haba ng introduction ko. Magkita na naman tayo ulit in such a short time. Hello.
Okay. Maraming happenings recently.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I remember yung was this when you guested nga on the podcast last May. Sabi ko nga, there are very few stories or very few instances that can make me fall off my chair. So, ito na naman. Nung nabasa ko si RSA, binili niya yung share ni na Gabby tsaka mga kapatid niya. Parang, oh my God! Sabi ko, ano naman to? So, ano yung naging reaction mo doon? And possibly, did you have an inkling that was going to happen? And what did you think the first moment na you realized na confirmed ito yung mangyari?
Sunday night, there were already because the announcements happened, actually 5 announcements happened on Monday, August 10. So Sunday night, mga ugong-ugong na, okay, it's gonna happen. But days before, weeks before, there were already hints that a white knight is coming in. But we just didn't know if it's directly into ABS or in the parang ultimate apex na holding company, which is Lopez Inc. So, the story, considering because the one that money is ABS.
Yeah.
But aside from the monetary issue and the financial issue, there's also the control issue. And that control, the ultimate control, is in Lopez Inc. So when I learned, okay, the entry point of Ramon Ang is via Lopez Inc. Interesting, very, very interesting. Kasi aside from Ramon Ang, there were also other tycoons that were floated, including Manny Pangilinan,
MVP, EKR. Pati si EKR ba?
Yes, because parang 1 foot in na siya through one side of the structure. One very important thing is that in this family business, in this group, there's a media component, ABS-CBN, which is where the constitution is very strict. It has to be 100% Filipino owned. So we knew it has to be a Filipino. Whoever the white knight is, it has to be a Filipino. So
Mhm.
Monday was when the 5 announcements came, one after the other, na it really is Ramon Ang.
Mhm. Okay. Um, so, I was about to ask you nga na parang, so yun nga, yung chismis o RSA or MVP or whoever, ganon, ano. Then my second follow-up question would be, exactly as you described, no, na parang, dito pala pumasok sa Lopez Inc. dahil sa control at hindi doon sa ABS. Can you expound on that? Why was it so important na yung 25%, 25.7% stake ni Nagabi doon sa Lopez Inc. ang binili at hindi lang sa ABS siya pumasok?
Okay, because the empire is structured in such a way that parang they have a holding firm.
May kilala, let's show na yung ginawa mong illustration.
Yung cheat sheet ko
Illustration ba?
kasi ang daming happening.
Illustration ba yun or something? Okay. Yan.
Yeah,
Parang,
it's
and yeah, ang galing. Baw na talaga ako sa'yo. Ang ganda. This will make it so much easier. Sige. So you can explain from here. Sige.
okay. Maybe just a background or a context on why it's structured like this. It's actually a very tall structure. I call it a shareholder tree. Kasi parang ang daming holding companies under it. But what I wanted to highlight lang in this presentation that I prepared for myself and then now I'm sharing it is that on the left side of the screen, that's ABS-CBN. That's the
Yeah.
media arm.
Mm.
And then on the right side, yan yung medyo madaming parang floors in a building, up to 6 or even 7 yan. That is the power, real estate, construction, and so many others na businesses. So we're just very familiar with ABS because it's very popular, it's very contemporary, it spans generation. But actually, in terms of cash flow, yung wealth, ganyan, it's the power companies that are bringing in the big bucks. You
Okay.
see there yung First Gen. That's the company that's in charge of the ang anak niyan yung EDC, yung First Gas, yung Prime Hydro, etc. Those
Ito
are the companies.
ito yung hawak ni Piki, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And,
Sige.
then meron ding Rockwell Land. After the Manolo branch lost Meralco, they moved to Rockwell Land. So, ang parent ni First Gen and ni Rockwell is First Philippine Holdings. And then a level higher is Lopez Holdings, which is a listed it's a listed holding company. In most instances, in most shareholder trees, it would stop already at Lopez Holdings Corp, that level. Okay. But in the case of Lopez's, there's one more level higher, which is Lopez Inc.
Ano yung
which is
nauna?
private.
Ano yung naunang, and then twin question. So ano yung nauna, Lopez Inc. or Lopez Holdings Corp? And then the number 2 follow-up question is, nandito yung dating Benpres?
Dating Benpres is Lopez Holdings Corp.
Okay. So ano yung nauna, Lopez Holdings Corp? Lopez Inc. muna?
Yeah, matagal na yan. Parang sila pa nung brother niya, si Anying tsaka si Fernando pa yan. And then they just structured it. After martial law, they structured their empire so that the goal is that to build a moat around them so that if there's a raider. Yes.
Raider. Parang medieval eh. Wait, spell mo yung moat. M-O-A-T.
M-O-A-T, yes.
Ngayon, i-google nyo ha, moat. M-O-A-T. Yun yung para bang the water that surrounds the castle. Parang ganon. To protect the castle. Okay.
Yes, you cannot penetrate the castle because there's a protection facility around it. Okay.
Unless
The
those inside will
company,
allow the drawbridge to come down.
yeah. Oo, yun yung nangyari kay Ramon Ang. But before
Yeah.
that,
Oh.
Lopez Inc. was so this is the goal. This is the structure. Because the generations before them learned from martial law. And then when under the Arroyo government, the Lopezes were being attacked again. That's only when I learned about Lopez Inc. Meron palang ganyan. That's when I started to study the structure. And I remember Oscar Lopez was saying na, we really have to make sure that our business group is protected from raiders from the outside.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, when Gabby left because he retired already from the business, he retired from ABS-CBN, etc. She used to be the chair, the leader of Lopez Inc. He used to be the leader of the clan, both on the family side and on the business side.
Parang siya yung
When he-
patriarch, di ba? Parang
Yes. Among the cousins, the third generation cousins.
Yeah.
When he left, it was Picky who was made in charge of Lopez Inc.
Parang
Remember,
Sige, go ahead.
si Picky was coming from the energy side, si first gen, si first Philippine Holding side. Yan kasi yung turf naman ng father niya before, si Oscar. He's not into the ABS-CBN. I mean, like, how do I say this? Because it's a conglomerate structure, you have your assigned business.
Yeah.
So in the case of Picky, his assignment is first gen. Si Gabby, ang assignment niya ABS-CBN.
May kanyang toka, parang ganon.
May kanya-kanyang toka, right? But because you're a conglomerate, and then you have holdings on the Lopez Inc. side, parang may representatives kayo every level. So Picky is also on ABS-CBN. He's also on First Philippine Holdings, on Lopez. Ganyan. So even Gabby naman, his siblings have stakes in Lopez Holdings, in First Philippine Holdings, in First Gen. So they're all like kabit-kabit. Because the assumption then was, we're family. Hindi mo tayo mag-aaway. Ang kaaway natin from outside. That's why we have a moat.
Okay. Ang hirap pala. Okay. So, again, for those who are watching us, so this is something that Lala made. Like you said, Lala, you call this a shareholder tree. And it's such a great thing. It's such a great instrument because it helps explain so many things. And then it's such a great illustration also because it allows us to see in one sheet of paper, the structure. So now my next question is, so ang binili ni RSA ay yung 25.7% share ni Gabby and mga kapatid niya, yung kanilang CREME, CREME, 25.7% ng Lopez Inc. Yung nasa, for those watching, yung nasa pinakataas. So, what binili ni
Privately
RSA?
held yan.
Privately held, yeah.
Privately held. So if you're someone who wants to buy into Lopez share, you cannot because you're not family.
Okay. So binili ni RSA. So what does that mean going down the line? So can we do it parang line by line, Lala, for RSA?
Okay.
So 25.7% yung binili niya sa Lopez Inc. Anong ibig sabihin nun doon sa ABS-CBN Holdings na 59.5% ang hawak ng Lopez Inc. at yung ABS-CBN Corp na Lopez Inc. plus ABS-CBN Holdings 78.5%. So in terms of address the question in two ways, yung percentage at yung paano yung magiging involvement. So unahin na muna natin yan sa ABS-CBN because but we will go to Lopez Holdings, First Philippine Holdings, First Gen, na I'm sure siyempre RSA is also in those businesses. So itong ABS-CBN muna. Paano ngayon si RSA And but sina Gabby are still staying in ABS, right?
Oh, eto, mamaya magkakwentuhan tayo kasi we're touching on what they announced last August 10. May mga announcements pa nung August 12. But to your question, magtataka ka, bakit Lopez Inc? It's because, one, and from Lopez Inc, he has parang his foot in ABS-CBN, which is the media side, First Gen, which is the energy side, and Rockwell Land, which is the real estate. So 3 in 1 or more in one. But his stake is only 25%. So it's not majority, but he's aligned daw with everyone, not just the Gabi side. He's also friends with Piki. They respect each other, even if they're competitors in business. Personally, they're okay. Yun. And secondly, parang pupunta na ako sa August 12 announcement. Last August 12, it was parang pisil parang, ito, bibigyan mo na kita ng konting kwento. Bukas, ito naman. Next time, ito naman. So, what we're seeing now, for us, that's why it's very important we have this illustration kasi it guides us saan yung mga movements. So, Lopez Inc., pumasok dyan 25% si Ramon Ang. It means, nawala na si Gabby, kasama na niya dyan yung Manolo, Presi, and si Piki.
Yeah.
So in other words, they're okay. According to their statements, they're all okay. So in other words, kasi dyan before yung awayan, magpipinsan. Gabby, the majority, they ousted si Piki. And then Piki got court injunction to stop them. So, with Gabby out, and Ramon Ang, not a family member in, peace na ba yan? Reconciliation na ba yan? We'll see. Okay. And then, on August 12, it was announced that, okay, let me go back. Kasi, initially in my head, last August 10, Gabby, cashed out. Kasi they're gonna receive a big chunk of, 25% in a holding company that has major stakes in these businesses. Malaking payout yan. So it's like, in my head, mag-retire na siya, he'll go his merry way. August 12, in-announced ni Gabby and others, they got 2.2 billion of their own money into ABS, part of it. So, put one announcement together, put two announcements together, and you say, okay, hindi ito selling out. It's more of a reallocation, which is very, diba? Parang very typical Filipino style na, I got my money from Lopez Inc. I'm talking, let's say, Gabby. I got my money from Lopez Inc. Umalis ako sa nag-aaway na bahay. And then, I put my money in the business that I really love, which is ABS. Yun. So, ang announcement pa ni Gabby was that, we're going to pay our loans because loans are coming due talaga. And then, we're going to pay the employees who we have not paid after the 2020
packages na ang laki-laki daw.
Correct. So, ang dating is that, kapamilya talaga kita, hindi kita iiwanan, magbibigay ako ng sarili kong money.
Yeah, okay. But I'm curious kasi kung ABS so ABS-CBN Holdings Corp. No? So, dyan papasok yung pera ni Gabby, di ba? At hindi yung ABS-CBN Corp. So, kung ABS-CBN Holdings Corp, Lopez Inc., 59.5%. Di ba? Di wala na siya doon. Family estimates and individuals 40.5%, di ba? So saan papasok si Gabby? How does that work in the business?
So pupunta yung money sa ABS-CBN Corp. Yung 2.2 from the three branches of the government, from the families of Henny, Manolo, and Presi, will be putting fresh funds into ABS-CBN Corp.
Okay.
Yan yung
Oo.
rescue
So,
fund.
akala ko wala how will Gabby and siblings still be part of ABS kung if they sold their share of if they sold their share in Lopez Inc., which holds majority in ABS-CBN Holdings Corp and ABS-CBN Corp.
So
Paano?
parang kumbaga the denominator will change. It used to be Lopez Inc., ABS-CBN Holdings, First Philippine Holdings. Now there will be another entity representing the funds of the three families, the 2.2.
Okay.
So kung mangyayari, yung Lopez Inc. will be diluted kasi lalaki yung denominator.
Okay.
And
Sige.
there's another one. Aside from the 2.2 billion coming from the cousins from the three families, there's also a 3 point something. How much nga? There's a new entity called INC Holdings. It's still a mystery kung sino to. 3.5 billion.
INC talaga.
IN. May N niya. INC Holdings.
Holdings.
Oo.
Ito,
3.5 daw yan.
So, sino yung INC? Ano?
Marami. Yan na naman yung mga hindi pa kasi dinidisclose pa-piecemeal talaga nga eh.
Okay.
Ano yan, marami. Either si Ramon Ang yan, si MVP, basta Filipino. It has to be...
For what? For ABS-CBN Holdings Corp? For those who are watching?
ABS-CBN Corp.
ABS-CBN Corp. Okay, so for those who are watching, you can see the shareholder tree na ginawa ni Lala. Nasa upper left siya. Okay, baka people are confused. Asan ba tayo? Okay, sige. And then next is, so paano yung, tapos na ba tayo dun sa ABS? So, Lopez Holdings Corp, First Philippine Holdings, First Gen Corp. So, lahat ng nakikita nating pangalan dito, ng mga kumpanya, may ano na si RSA.
Yes, through Lopez Holdings. Okay, let me just quickly explain lang. Kasi parang daming na kayong nakikita dyan na economic, voting, etc. Kasi that's a way for them to structure so that, even if ang taas-taas na ni Lopez Inc., baka naman pagbabae, wala na siya. Kaya may economic and voting because the Lopezes still wanted control of each companies underneath.
Okay.
The economic interest, that represents yung parang how much is your share of the dividends from the companies. Voting is how much control you have. So it's their way also of making sure that each level, yung si First Philippine Holdings, First Gen, mga listed yan. It's their way of how do you call this? Listing them down para to raise funds. Kaya may nakikita ka dyan, SSS in First Philippine Holdings. You have KKR in First Gen. In EDC, you have Macquarie and GIC, which is from Singapore. In Prime Hydro, you have Ricky Razon there. So, at the end of the day, kahit na the outside investors are getting less because of the economic interest is not as big as their voting interest, okay lang. The Lopez Inc. is still relevant because that's where the control mechanism is.
Okay.
Ngayon, ABS-CBN Corp.
Oo. Pero yung Lopez Inc. again, ang naiwan na lang doon, yung 3 branches, Oscar, Manolo, and Presi.
So hindi nag-sell out yung dalaw, yung iba. Naiwan dyan si Piki. Piki, Presta, and Manolo. Yun. Okay, so I'd like to highlight something. Kasi this is typical sa mga parang corporate restructuring and all. Because aside from INC Holdings, Ramon Ang went into Lopez Inc. in first gen, last August 12, it was also announced that yung si KKR dyan, is also interested to buy more shares of first gen. So may mga
Mhm.
outsiders coming in, no?
Mhm.
Oo. At in terms of timing, it tells you, um, each operate not each naman, but these key operating units nagkakaroon ng valuation from an outsider. Kasi pwede
Mm.
mag-away-away tayo. Oo, sabi ni ABS, "Pengen ng 2 billion, Piki, kasi kailangan namin." Piki ayaw. May issues about ganyan. But when you have outsiders buying into this ABS-CBN Corp, Lopez Inc., First Gen, uh, how the amount that's paid by these outsiders is a validation of the worth of these individual companies.
Mhm.
So,
And the worth
it's
of
like,
ABS. And the worth of ABS, in a way, because hindi ba
yes,
I remember, I mean, ABS, apart from Meralco, remember in that episode we did nung last May nga, I was saying, kasi ang iniisip ko parati, akala ko, it's ABS that is the crown jewel. And you were saying, it's both Meralco and ABS. But, and that's why siguro ganun yung sinasabi ni Gabby na, I'm doing this for the family, na talagang, parang showing the country, showing the world, showing people na this is how valuable ABS-CBN is to the Lopez family, to us cousins. Maybe perhaps
yes,
not to all the branches, but at least to the three, parang to us meaning Gabby and his siblings. Ganon?
yes. Kasi it was getting ugly. Yeah, it was getting ugly na eh. The ABS has loans that are due. It has payments that need to be settled.
Mm.
Pero si Piki was holding it back kasi sabi niya, oh, you're not being good stewards, ganyan. But if sinell out na ni Gabby yung shares niya sa Lopez and put his money in, and then maybe alisin somehow si Piki in ABS-CBN Corp somewhere down the road, it will just be Gabby. So in other
Mm.
words, parang hindi na siya conglomerate. Mag-unbundle na yung family.
Mm. So it's gonna be Gabby and siblings na lang. Yung creme na
Yeah,
lang. Baka, wait, you're saying this might
can
be
happen. Oo.
what Gabby has in mind na in the end, baka yun ang gagawin.
Yes. Oo, kasi sort of papunta dun yung mga signs. They're not announcing it, but why will you unbundle? Why will you sell out and then put your money in? And then why are you announcing that you have external investors coming in? And this has
Mhm.
happened naman in others eh. So, kumbaga yung framework is not new.
Hi, I'm Joelle. I talk for a living and I'm an overthinker. Life keeps going and the questions keep coming. But I hope you find comfort in the fact na hindi ka mag-isa. Ang dami nating overthinker, no? Sa ups and downs, twists and turns ng buhay, paano kung ituloy lang natin ang paghanap ng kasagutan? Ready? Tara! This is Joelle's podcast. Paano kung? Powered by the Pod Network.
Syempre in my head, it's like, oh, what will happen in the future? I have to prepare, I have to pre-write, I have to make some decisions. So I already parang talked to some people and did my own research na during disputes, this can happen. Parang ano yan, mana-mana. O sige, may pinamanahan kayo ng house.
Mhm.
Marami kayong issues how to manage it, how to manage the cost, etc., etc. Some families, 'di ba, sasabihin nila, "Hindi, instead na mag-away kayo, ibenta niyo na lang and then you just split the
Yeah.
proceeds."
Oh,
Mm.
or pwedeng, oh, you want to keep the house? Okay, you buy our share. Parang ganon.
Yes, yes. That's done in a lot of disputes, family business disputes. Kasi if a family is in business, they're in dispute, it causes a lot of uncertainties and it affects not just the other shareholders, but also the employees, your suppliers, your lenders, etc., etc.
Mm.
So, talagang, this unbundling, meaning parang magbentahan na lang kayo and then whatever assets you want for yourself na hindi nakasama ibang family mo, you can just buy it.
Mhm.
I think papunta sila sa ganon.
Okay. And then, syempre, I mean, everybody can see, and I'm sure what some people will do is they will take a screenshot of this and then study it, zoom in and study everything. So apart from the, so RSA's there, but in
Uh,
um, will this mean na wala na sina Gabby and siblings in all the other family businesses? Is that it? Because
okay. Mm.
kasi sa Lopez Inc., Anderit Lopez Holdings Corp., First Philippine Holdings, First Gen Corp., di ba?
Oo. The one that was announced is the resignation or parang in-announce na aalis na yung sister ni Gabby,
Or,
Berta,
oo.
from
In,
First Philippine Holdings.
okay.
Because ganito, yung Lopez Inc. is parang one unit yan. It doesn't matter, pagbaba niyan sa Lopez Holdings, sa First Philippine Holdings, sa First Gen, it doesn't matter kung sino yung family member. Basta it's a representative of Lopez Inc.
Okay.
You're really seen as one unit na ganyan. So, Berta, when Berta left First Philippine Holdings, okay, he's essentially saying, I'm not representing Lopez Inc. anymore in First Philippine Holdings. Have someone else represent Lopez Inc. there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But Berta, as one of Gabby's siblings, representing the Henny branch. So, in
Yeah,
other words, wala na si Gabby and siblings in First Philippine Holdings, First Gen Corp., Rockwell Land, and everything else. Tama? Tama ba?
ang representative lang kasi nila is in First Philippine Holdings. Remember, wala naman silang, the
Okay,
Gabby's,
wala.
they're very media. The First Philippine
Sorry.
Holdings,
First Gen Corp, wala pala.
wala sila.
Okay, wala sila sa First Gen. Kasi walang Lopez Inc.
Ibang
sa First
cousins
Gen
ang
Corp. Rockwell Land, wala ring First Gen Corp. Hindi, may FPH. Okay, sige. So, wala rin. Okay.
Yes.
So,
So, for example, yung sa First Gen,
in other words,
the
Gabby's
representative,
siblings are completely out of the other Lopez family businesses and will now, and again, like you were saying, syempre, this is an unfolding thing. Parang pouring their money na lang into ABS. And then exactly what structure it's going to look like, we will see in the coming days or weeks.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, ano pa yan? So, essentially what happened nga na kwento was, okay, Gabby and his siblings cashed out of Lopez Inc. So, parang, anong tawag mo doon? Para siyang they sold out. And then, yun pala, hindi nila iniwan yung ABS. They just reallocated their funds, their own funds, the ones that they got from Ramon Ang, into ABS-CBN. So that's a clear statement. That's a clear parang public statement na we don't really like the energy side. We just want to focus our energy and our personal energy, our personal money, our personal everything, resources, just on ABS.
Yeah. Parang pag ikaw yung, kasi di ba like earlier we used the term toka. So, toka ng Gabby at mga kapatid niya, most of them anyway, media, ABS-CBN, the broadcasting arm. Toka ni na Peki ang energy. Mga ganun ba? So, this is just it's like parang it's emphasizing na lahat sila, hindi lang toka, talagang kumbaga SME, subject matter expertise nila ang ABS. So dito na lang sila. Tapos parang siguro, I'm just guessing, talagang mahal nila ang ABS. So ba't nila iiwan? So binenta namin kay RSA yung 1/4 stake namin sa Lopez Inc. Pero hindi kami out completely. Dito namin ilalagay sa ABS kasi ito yung mahal namin, ito yung gusto namin alagaan na negosyo.
Yes. Another way to put it is, okay, kailangan namin ng 2 billion because yung mga utang namin are already due and we have to pay our employees. Instead of us begging the family, eto may sarili na personal money. Ito na lang yung gagawin ko. I'm not going to beg for you or ask or go to court or fight you. May pera akong sarili.
Yeah, which is what was happening earlier, which did not work, right? Which was why you said
they wanted money from Lopez Inc. to go into ABS.
Yeah, so I remember in May you were saying na this is in the Lopez saga, post-martial law saga, this is the worst that has ever happened. So,
Mhm.
siguro, ito na yung solution na nakita ni Gabi. Di ba? O sige,
Mm.
hindi na kami kasama dyan, dito na lang kami. Parang ganon.
Mm.
Pero that will lead us to the next question. So, are we over the hump, no? Tapos na ba yung bangayan na yan sa magpipinsan?
Yeah, actually that's exactly my parang unanswered questions, because before this week there are still live court cases. You
Mhm.
remember
Yes.
he went to court to stop his ouster.
Mhm.
There's also a live SEC complaint. PQ went to SEC and said, SEC, audit mo si ABS because they're being irresponsible with their money or something like that.
Mhm.
These are still going on. I mean, does it mean na if okay na yung hindi na sila nag-aawa, it's not as ugly and public anymore, what happens to these live cases?
Mhm. But could there be baka naman meron silang internal na usapan na syempre hindi na nila ipapublicize yan, na parang, o sige, di ba, Gabi, o sige, out na kami dito, bebenta na lang namin kay RSA to, out na kami, dito na kami sa ABS. And because of that, because parang a peace settlement,
Mhm.
atras mo na yung mga kaso na yan. Kasi wala na kami sa ano pang hahabulin mo?
Moot
Pwede
na.
ganun ba yung, of course we're putting words in people's
Yeah,
mouths.
yes. Because remember, the courts, the
Hindi
courts
naman hindi putting words in people's mouths, but I am trying to imagine ano ba yung,
yes.
how are they negotiating this? So anyway, but you're the business journalist expert, so you tell me.
Pwede mo bang ganunin? Parang na-submit mo na sa court, tapos huhugutin mo?
At what stage na ba? At what stage na ba? Alam ba natin? Kasi
Parang ma-injunction.
kasi pwede mong i-withdraw ang kaso. Kasi kung talagang court case yan, so syempre prosecution muna, pwedeng yung defendant kasi parang, ewan ko lang kung tama, ito na naman, di naman ako abogado, pero parang may demurrer to evidence. Hindi ka na magpipresenta ng evidence, tas mag-amicable settlement na lang kayo outside of court. Tapos na, paano bang gagawin ng judge yon? Parang, anyway.
And then yung SEC complaint.
Oo.
That's an independent regulator. So they were asked, the task was to audit ABS-CBN. Did they really parang mismanage ABS? That's the hanging question. Can you just get it back, that complaint? Can you tell SEC na, peaceful na kami, wag mo nang i-audit?
Pag mag-research na nga tayo. Diba? Parang pwede bang sabihin sa SEC? Because, I mean, it's like para bang, we're presuming, siguro naman parang nabunutan na ng tinik si Piggy nito, na parang, di ba? O wala na, out na si Gabi. O sige, hindi ko na ipupursue yung Gabi. Anyway, well, okay, like we're saying,
because may naiwan pang 2 families dun sa Lopez Inc. So, and then funny, because remember, they used to call themselves, we are the majority cousins. Si Gabi, yung 3 families.
Oo. Yeah.
And then the language in their press release yesterday, they still call themselves the majority. So parang, may majority, minority pa rin. Ongoing pa din yung away. So,
parang so, hindi, pero in a way, baka correct pa rin sa Lopez Inc. Majority cousins pa rin dahil nandun pa rin yung...
No, we're talking about ABS now. Oo.
Okay.
So, actually, even my insiders are saying na it's very sensitive right now. There's a lot of things going on, daming moving parts. So, yeah. So,
share mo yung off the record. Kasi ano yung moving parts na yon?
Yun nga, yung mga cases, yung complaints, Tapos,
So siguro
ano,
yung mga tao sa ABS nagpapanik. Nagpapanik. Or,
August 10.
oo, di
Yeah.
ba? Ano naman, di ba? Tapos naalala ko nung unang lumabas yung balita nga about yung nag-aaway-away sila. Di ba nag-statement pa nga ABS na, ano ba yun, parang hindi kami affected. Parang
Yes.
ang distancing, di ba? And then I was thinking, how can you distance yourself? Lopez Inc. is yan, no? 59.6%,
Yes.
59.5% hawak sa
Mm-mm.
inyo. Parang, what do they mean by that na hindi naman kami
Yeah,
kasama?
affected talaga employees. I mean, even si Tiki had to do a town hall and assure the employees na, away pamilya to. You just keep doing your job kasi ako nang bahala dito. Ganun. So, parang an ugly fight really affects not just the family members, but dami. I
Yeah.
forgot pala
Oo.
yung ugly fight na yan among the family members affects
Mm.
not just the family members or the employees, but also the lenders. That's one thing about business journalism. Kala mo away-away lang. But you have to watch who the lenders side with.
Okay.
Because
Mm.
in the
Because,
case of Piki, they sided with him. There's a penalty if you remove Piki from these deals. There's a 23 billion penalty.
mhm.
Yung mga bangko naman ni ABS, after the 2020, they just kept renewing their loans that are due every quarter. Imagine. So I think this 2026 nagalit na talaga yung mga lender, yung mga bangko, and said, "Oh, if you don't pay this now, we're going to call on the loan, we're going to da 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 da." da."
File a case,
So,
ganon. Wait, when you say
after the personal assets of
renewing,
the
parang hindi nila kokolektahin, parang ganon. We're not gonna run after you.
sorry. Yes. Yes. So parang, let's say, may utang ka na due last December 2025. Wala pa siyang pera, but the company is working on it. O sige, extend natin ng March.
May interest yun. May interest
yeah.
yun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So ngayon, na andyan na si RSA, tapos binayaran, or, di ba, sinagabi. So, may pera na, hindi na, exactly, di ba, mababayaran.
Which means talagang yung mga banks made the loans due and demandable na. Hindi na in-extend. That's why they need the money now.
Pero, di ba, yung mga bangko, yung 2 billion na loans na yan, the money was lent to ABS-CBN Holdings Corp, to ABS-CBN Corp. Na ang Lopez Inc. plus ABS-CBN Holdings 78%. In other words, Lopez Inc. pa rin, di ba?
Kaya nga, dati Gabby was asking
doon. I mean, lahat silang 4 branches of the cousins, di ba? So, pero ang pera na gagamitin, and again, we're presuming to pay off the loan if they will do that. Kay Gabby at mga kapatid lang niya yon. Hindi sa buong Lopez Inc., hindi sa lahat ng magpipinsan.
Yes, that's what I meant. Dati, they were depending on the family pot.
Yeah.
Lopez, the conglomerate, to bail them out. Ngayon, it's Gabby and the cousins' own money that will pay off the due and demandable na loans na.
Yeah. Okay. Gabby and siblings and the 2 other branches, and excluding Piki.
Piki is not there in the ABS-CBN. Hindi siya magpuput ng own money niya for payment of the loan.
Pero may Lopez Inc. din kasi. So parang alam mo sa mga magkakapatid or magpipinsan, ikaw lang may pera, so ikaw muna magbabayad nito for all of us. Parang, anyway.
Oo. Hindi for all of us. Ako lang to, kami lang to, hindi ka kasama.
Wow. This must be Okay. So like you said a while ago, so many moving parts. It's live, everything's going on. Can you lead us down that path? So what do we expect in the coming days and coming weeks? Can you bring out your crystal ball? Tell us.
So Now, it's just the it's just the parang kumbaga headline lang yung lumabas. Yung mga details wala pa. It's just the 2.2 billion that Gabi et al. Are putting in. How is it equity? Is it an advance? Is it a grant? We don't know. Parang in what form does that come in? And then parang how much madidilute yung Lopez Inc. in ABS-CBN? Yung 2.2, how much per share yan? Ilang shares ang bibili nila? So to the public, it will give us everyone actually, an idea what is now the worth of ABS-CBN, the real worth of ABS-CBN.
Yeah.
Yun.
Oh.
Kasi dati nakikita lang natin sila as a group. Ngayon, yung individual na nakatoka na businesses, magkakaroon na ng peso value or dollar value.
And then, okay, so my last question before I ask you for final words is this going to signal a turn, no? Parang ito na ba yung magiging sangandaan, crossing the intersection where ABS-CBN can make a turn and hopefully go back to its old self or evolve into a better ABS? Because it's in really bad shape, diba? Pero is this what's going to save ABS? Because I'm not sure if Gabby used the term save, but his words sound like that's what he wants to do. For him, ABS-CBN is the crown jewel, the family's crown jewel. And they will do everything to save it. So, babalik pa siya dun ba sa dating kinang ng ABS-CBN or mag-evolve siya into a much better version? Will it become a company again to contend?
Because the media the industry itself has evolved. So its old glory may be in a different form as a content creator. But it needs first of all, for you to be good at it, for you to really go out, all out, doing what the new ABS-CBN will be in this new environment. First of all, bayaran mo muna yung mga utang mo.
Tama.
Diba? Parang,
clean house ka muna.
Clean the house. And then secondly, make sure that the new funds that are coming in for the operations will really be toward a future that you want of it. Well, however,
well managed talaga.
Yes, ito pa. Kasi, di ba Gabby left? And then, bahala na kayo mga pinsan ko, ganyan. And then now, he is leading the charge against Piki and then selling the stake in Lopez Inc. and then refocusing back in ABS-CBN. Who calls the shots now? Kasi it used to be Mark and Carlo.
Carlo, yeah. Is it still going to be there? And Mark is anak ni
Manolo.
Okay. Okay.
Carlo is from a different branch of the family. Not the Lopez branch, but another. So, ngayon, now Gabby has more say. Kasi it's his own money.
Yeah. Pero di ba, when he was in charge the last few years bago siya umalis, he stepped away a bit, di ba? Parang anyway, I guess that's something they're figuring out. O sige.
I mentioned that kasi we were talking about the future of ABS.
Yeah.
Who shapes the future of ABS? Gabby, the other family members, who? Kasi the new funds that are coming into ABS-CBN will fund the future that's defined by who? We'll know. Yan yung mga susunod na kabanata.
Yeah. Ay nako. O sige. Okay. So final words, Teacher Lala, with the shareholder.
Natuto kay Teacher Pia.
Then not this sem. Hindi kaya eh. Okay. So final words from you, Lala.
family, this is essentially a family dispute, not just in full display. As I said from the start, parang I don't wanna treat this story as just a typical business journalism with pesos and cents. It has to be, we have to learn something from this. Filipinos in family businesses themselves, or even just normal Filipinos who have to know, parang when do you prioritize the family as a unit, and when do you prioritize yourself? You have to ask. Gabby knew the answer to that. His priority, or at least he wants to honor the legacy of his father, his lolo, who wanted to keep ABS because they're a good owner, and parang they
Pero,
to have
pero hindi lang si Henry ang pati mga kapatid niya, di ba? They all, sina Oscar, Manolo, even Pressy, lahat naman sila, yung pagtingin nila sa ABS talaga was really, di ba?
It's part of the nation building.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I interrupted your last word, your final words. Go ahead.
So Gabby is clear about what he wants. He wants to keep the legacy. He wants to keep the entity that has an impact on nation building. Funny nga kasi papunta na tayo sa 2028, which is the elections. Very important who owns ABS, who controls it. So it's not just, a family kwento, family story, but also a national, may have an impact on the national level.
Okay, sige. Lala, thank you very much again. Pag meron na namang malaking mangyari,
Sige lang.
part 3 na naman tayo. Feeling ko may
Hindi pa
mangyari. Oo nga, hindi pa tapos kasi. So mga in about 2 to 3 months time, ito na naman mag-interview tayo. Pero Lala, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for helping us understand this, and thank you for sharing with us yung napakaganda mong shareholder tree. Oh, I love stuff like this because it makes it so visual and nako-comprehend a lot better ang issues. And I'm sure, like I said earlier, ang daming i-grab nila to, tas i-download, tas ipiprint out nila yan para mapag-aralan nila. Napakalaking tulong nito. So thank you so much for helping us in this episode to understand this very complex issue. And yun, so like I said, we'll see you again soon. But thank you also to those who are listening. This has been Let's Talk. I'm Pia Ontiveros. Let's keep talking.